The basketball addicts are back at it, and we got to talk about this guy, Kevin Durant, switching sides, straight up traitor in my eyes.
Wow.
But here goes.
Traitor?
A lot of people are trying to say that there is a beef now existing between the former brothers in arms, Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook has been asked plenty of times in the media what his thoughts are. He tries to avoid it with a look of disdain on his face. Dan, are you buying beef between
Yeah,
the
there's
Thunder?
beef.
The Thunder buddies?
For sure there's beef. Just like there will be beef when the day comes that you go off to ESPN and host SportsCenter, and I got to be like, well, what was wrong with sitting on the couch with me every week?
Okay, but
Sure there's beef.
The story started, KD saying he communicated with Russell and that everything seemed to be clear, but Russell seems to have a different
Yeah,
opinion.
didn't he say that he found out like everybody else found out?
And Kevin said he told them.
Well, how does that happen?
Yeah.
There's a giant chasm.
Yeah, somebody is not telling the truth.
Yeah.
And I think the relationship, it seemed a little forced throughout its career, and it's now going to come out that it was just like that.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
I don't know.
Who do you think is lying, though?
I like both those guys as players. I don't know.
I like Russell more, but I think he'd be more likely to embellish the truth a bit. I don't know. That's just how I feel about it. All right. Someone else that came out with their thoughts on the whole situation was NBA legend and soon-to-be retired Boston Celtic, Paul Pierce.
You had an opinion?
He had an opinion.
Wow.
Imagine Paul
I
Pierce
don't know.
having an opinion. Well, we have Paul Pierce's opinion for you. And the words go like this. You're the lone star. I guess he's talking to Kevin Durant. I've been in that position. I could have left Boston years ago, but I stuck it out. I just feel like when you're that close as a competitor, you don't go join the team that just put you out. My sentiments exactly. Noah, jump
okay.
on.
Hold on. How
Okay.
close was he?
I guess what I'm
He was
saying. Okay,
two
wait a second
stars away.
now. Now, I understand why everybody's so upset because you're going to the team that just beat you. That is.
And you were up 3-1.
Okay, slow down. That's the only thing I'm willing to hear when it comes to, he's doing a super team. You look at the Lakers, the Celtics throughout the years.
The Lakers have
Rockets.
always been a super team because they're the Lakers. It's different.
But when
It's
they move,
different
but when
it's
they
the
move pieces around that are players to get high draft picks, that's still building a super team too. Don't make it seem like because they got Worthy and Magic through the draft that was just natural because they were.
It happens.
They didn't lose 12 games the year before that. They were good and they
Philly's
moved picks
trying to be a
around.
super team.
Okay, here's the thing
right
about
now.
Paul Pierce. Yeah, I know. Paul Pierce, you know why you didn't leave, brother? Because you had the guys come to you.
Yeah.
And I understand that, you're against guys making super teams, but when Ray Allen and KG came in 08 or 07, whatever it was, that was crazy. So everybody who knocks LeBron for doing it and all these other things, really just stuff it. I mean, it's the NBA. You want to go play on teams that are competitive. If you're a good player, go play with other players that are competitive. You have a better chance of winning. That's not science.
Soapbox season for Noah Kone. All right, I like it. All right, so here's the next question we have. Kevin Durant is a Warrior now. We know that. And you just schooled us. Don't complain. Are they now the favorite for the Larry O'Brien Trophy? Randy?
Yes.
Yes? Your favorite?
There's no discussion, really. They have to be the favorite. You add probably the best player in the NBA, if not the second best player in the NBA, and you to a team that won 73 games. Is that a question?
A team that lost in the finals.
Okay, but still.
Went up 3-1.
They're up 3-1.
And
They lost one game to a team that was playing better.
a team that saw a
Golden
chink
State
in the
was a
armor.
bet. Listen, Golden State was a better team than Cleveland was. They just
What? How did they not win then? That makes no
that's
sense.
basketball.
What?
Man.
So the worst team sometimes wins in a 7-game series.
Yes.
In a 7-game series.
Yes.
You see it
This
in
argument is so
sports all the
flawed.
time.
How is the argument flawed?
Because the Cavaliers won and they didn't get any worse, so they should be the favorites because they won.
Thank you.
It's like,
That's what my favorite is.
I mean,
No, because the Warriors got better,
they lost.
What area?
and then they got better.
What area
I'm
of
saying the team
basketball
that
did
beat
the
them
Warriors
didn't get any
get
worse.
better in? What area? Adding Kevin Durant, did they get
Harden?
another? Is there a second basketball? They didn't have a problem on offense.
Not only did they
man.
get better on offense that was already pretty amazing, but that eliminated one of their toughest competitors in their conference.
And then
Amelia
nobody's
Headache.
talking about
Enough.
Bogut to Ezeli left, front court defense. Talk about that too. Just want to say.
Let's talk about something else. okay?
170 points a game. Who cares about front court defense?
Let's talk about something else. Derrick Rose recently was acquitted of some very interesting charges.
You'd
and,
rather talk about this than the Warriors?
Yeah, actually, not that I'd rather. It's newsworthy. We got to touch on it.
Oh,
So
it's
let's-
definitely newsworthy.
Let's first off get your reactions to the entire situation because it's a very unflattering case to be approached with as an NBA star. You guys' thoughts when you first found out about this?
Here's what I'll say about it. The legal process, I respect it. If somebody is proven innocent or guilty, I respect that decision. But what I will say is that whether or not, if you come out innocent, there's a certain way you want to go about celebrating that fact.
Wow.
You probably just want to speak to the fact that you were innocent or that there's a problem in the world and maybe that these cases should go to people that really do have these problems and maybe be an advocate or try to
So what
turn
you're
it around.
alluding to, of course, Derrick Rose acquitted
And
yesterday,
there's
and
kind of like a parade going on, and
he
like
took photos. Let's just call it out.
Okay, yeah, you
he
said-
took
yeah.
celebratory photos with members of the jury, the people responsible for making the decision.
And then the judge said, "Don't like good luck this year, except when you play the Lakers."
And everybody laughs.
yeah, like,
that's weird.
How uncomfortable
there
does that
has to
make you
be-
about that situation?
That makes me. Well, the whole situation is very uncomfortable.
Yeah, from start to finish.
I'm not drafting Derrick Rose on my fantasy team.
Really, everything boils down.
I'm just saying, like,
Okay,
it's a.
I'm not in your fantasy basketball
Well,
league.
let me ask you
already
this,
know
though.
who's winning.
Who does it look worse on those photos? Derrick Rose,
Yes.
the acquitted,
Yes.
person, or those jurors who were responsible for the decision?
Nobody cares about the jurors. It looks bad on Derrick
The
Rose.
whole justice system in this situation doesn't look good. But in terms of our conversation talking about basketball in the NBA, Derrick Rose does not look very good in this situation. He's extraordinarily lucky that he was acquitted or found not guilty. I think it was a civil suit.
Yep.
He's lucky for him personally. There was a victim in this case, and there's probably a lot more to the story that we don't know. When Kobe Bryant went through something like this,
I gotta bring Kobe up.
it affected his reputation for the rest of his career.
Yeah, we're
and
past
now it's
that.
going to happen with Derrick Rose. This is something that's never going to go away for him.
Oh, let's try and make it go away. Let's talk about basketball for a
Yes,
second.
can we?
The New York Knicks, kind of a super team, maybe? I don't know. Let's not even get into that. But what will be the big
Not at all.
plot line coming out of New York this year?
Health, health, health. All their core has not played in, majority of the games over the last couple of years. Noah, Anthony, Rose, all these guys are question marks when it comes to injuries. They're healthy. They will make the playoffs. Those guys aren't healthy. They can forget about it.
Can I just add to that? Because I do agree with health, but I also say past their prime, past their prime, past their prime.
Okay.
That's three players, Carmelo, Noah,
Randy?
and Rose, that just aren't what you're not going to get what people expect from them.
I think you have a bunch of guys that are ready to prove a point. So if healthy, I don't think their prime will be an issue. I think Noah has struggled with injuries, and I think he's ready to have a bounce back year. I think Carmelo's upset that he's not ever included in the conversation
the
about.
The
'Cause he
fly
doesn't
from the
win,
presidential
Randy.
debate
That's why
is
he's
on our
never-
set. The
Well,
fly from
yeah.
the presidential debate is on our set.
And Derrick Rose wants to prove people.
fly
And then we got to go to commercial break. I got to
As
kill this
does
fly.
Brandon
I'm going to go
Jennings.
kill this fly. You guys, we are going to a commercial break. Still more to come on Canada's Home for Talking Hoops. We got to talk about the protests and all that good stuff. Players
Got it.
stepping up. Did you kill the fly?
All right.
Okay, all right. We'll be back with
killed
more on
it.
Canada's Home for
Thought,
Talking Hoops.
unfortunately.
Hangouts!